heat in the plains rose, the emperor's health began to deteriorate, means he began to fall ill. Noor Jahan decided to leave for the cooler climes of Kashmir. The royal family with its accompanying entourage set off northwards. The prince rode horses or elephants while the royal ladies were carried in palanquins. So, cooler climes means cooler areas of Kashmir. Entourage means the helpers who were along with the king, queen, and the prince. And the palanquins mean doli. Sprawling tents were put up wherever they halted, with every comfort at their disposal. So they were all going in a very, like, the journey was very comfortable for them, and they put tents in the middle where they wanted to stop. And as they were the king and queen, so every comfort was given to them. Soon they entered the beautiful valley of Kashmir. One day, as Dara took a boat ride on the Dal Lake, his gaze travelled towards the hills. One day I will build a beautiful palace up there on the hills and fill it up with books, he thought. So now this prince Dara, he was fond of books. His dream turned into reality years later when he built Pari Mahal, his library, on the Zabarwan range overlooking the Dal Lake. The Kashmir ideal was soon broken. Emperor Jahangir fell ill and passed away. The Mughal throne would now have another emperor. Dara's heart swelled with pride to see his father sit on the dazzling, gem-encrusted throne he had so admired. His father now addressed as Shah Jahan and his mother as Mumtaz Mahal. So now, after emperor's demise, Dara's mother and father were the new king and queen of the emperor. Dara side contended. His family was together again, safe and secure. Prince Dara was 16 when his beloved mother died. His elder sister Jahanara took over the responsibility of looking after the family. 2 years later, he was married to Nadira Banu. So Dara also married to Nadira Banu. Soon after, the young prince was made commander of 12,000 soldiers and 6,000 horses. Evidently, the emperor wished to train him for a military and administrative role. So the father wanted Dara to be in an administrative role. Later, the number of soldiers and horses were increased, and Dara was given the title Shehzada-e-Buland Iqbal. He was also made the governor of Gujarat, and within a few years given the charge of Multan and Kabul as well. Dara's duties left him with little time. However, his love for reading and his quest for knowledge continued. Quest means he always wanted to know new things. Like other princes, he had been taught the Quran. He had also learned Persian history and poetry. Still not satisfied, he wished to know more. His tutor, Mullah Abdul Latif Sultanpuri, introduced him to Sufi philosophy. Other saints, such as Mullah Badakhshi, also influenced him. Soon, the prince not only studied Sufism but also wrote on it. Dara recalled the time he had spent at Udaipur. He remembered the Brahmin priest reciting Sanskrit shloks that had sounded so beautiful to his ears. He was eager to learn the meaning of the verses. He sent for Pandits from Varanasi and sat with them for hours learning Sanskrit. So Dara was very interested in learning new things, and now he was learning new Sanskrit shloks. In time, he was able to translate the Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads into Persian. Now, what he did after learning Sanskrit, he turned Bhagavad Gita and Upanishads into Persian language. This quest for knowledge led Dara to other religions. Fathers from Christian sects, Sufi preachers, and Hindu scholars often came to Shah Jahan's court. Dara asked them questions about their faith and beliefs. He concluded that though there were different religions, most of what the religions taught was the same. This conclusion resulted in a book called Majma'ul Bahrain, or the mingling of two oceans, Hinduism and Islam. Mingling means mixing. He translated several other books from Sanskrit into Persian. Like his great-grandfather, Emperor Akbar, the prince soon learned to respect all religions. So now, like, Akbar was also turning into learning all the liking all the religions. Unlike his brothers, he spent more time in his library than on the battlefield. Impressed by his son's learning and tolerance towards other beliefs, Shah Jahan declared Dara his heir.